Everyone loves a glass of water, but somehow we waste water every day. We pour it down the drain, and our world seems the same. But if you love something, you don't throw it away. H2O, I hate to see you go, 'cause if you go for good, all life is gone as well. So everyone, save water like you should, 'cause you're not just saving water, you're saving life as well. Water isn't just a drink, it's used for other things, like watering the farmers' crops and helping all the grass stay green. But we must still make sure that none of it is wasted, so the fish are not without a home. H2O, I hate to see you go, 'cause if you go for good, all life is gone as well. So everyone, save water like you should, 'cause you're not just saving water, you're saving life as well.
Ipromo Water Group proudly presents a presentation on water, a curse or a blessing. This presentation is made by the Working Group on Water for Ipromo 2011 course on natural hazards and disaster risk management in mountains, and dedicated to those who hates water. Water can persist on earth without the presence of humans. But we, as humans, require water for survival. This quotation shows the whole truth about the significance of water for humankind. Its value cannot be underestimated. It is essential for all life on Earth. We know that only 2 to 3 of the planet's water is fresh water. The major fraction exists as ice at the planet's poles and is inaccessible. Only 0.2% of the planet's water is available for consumption, energy generation, industry, and agriculture, which feed the ever-growing populations on Earth. Unfortunately, the distribution of water is not equal. A majority of the people don't have access to safe drinking water, while most of the population can even waste water for their fun. The humankind is creating a climate bomb for itself by changing its composition through increased population, urbanization, industrial wastes, agriculture, chemicals, and burning of fossil fuels, deforestation, degrading the soils, fires, which are contributing not only to global warming and glacial melting, but are also contaminating our water sources. The citizens of our consumer waste society have unfortunately lost all respect and deference for water and Mother Nature. What happens to Himalaya glaciers is evidence. The extensiveness and severity of the damages caused by the water hazards is increasing over time. Water, which is considered as lifeline, has now turned a deathline in shape of floods, droughts, and tsunamis. The situation has further aggravated by the lack of effective policies, political will, institutional barriers, including both the resources and capacity to prevent and manage the water-related disasters, and lack of awareness and education about the importance and potential hazards of water that might be fatal to human civilizations. Water disasters have caused huge social and economical losses in human history, whereas the impact may be long-lasting, obstructing the overall development of different countries and local communities. There are many immediate effects including loss of lives, loss of livelihood networks, deterioration of infrastructure and environment. The members of the working group have identified such losses caused by water hazards in their respective countries. The Ipromo course 2011 enabled the water group to understand the issues and problems related to water, which are common in the mountain areas. The members of the working group are now much committed to work in their relative fields. Let's hear their voices showing their commitments.
We have been talking about the importance and the related hazards and risks associated with the melting glaciers of the Himalayas. We have been also talk about the causes and effects and also put forwarded some good recommendations regarding these issues. So to conclude, I just want to add that let's make a commitment, all of us together right now, that we will save these white mountains for the future generations to come, as in the same conditions that our ancestors have left for us.
Rainwater from rooftop can be used for many functions. If rainwater from rooftop just flow through the plumbing and goes to the channel, it increases the peak flow and can cause the flood. By reuse the rainwater, we can contribute it in handling flood problems. My commitment is do a simple action in our environment together in solving water problems.
Just 3 words. The memory. What happened in October 2000, the loss of lives, the damage to property and territory, but also the solidarity of the population in emergency. The reconstruction, what has been done since then to repair the damage, and in particular, the protection from hydrogeological risk. A new security. How has the system of civil protection advanced, and in particular, the defense against hydrogeological risk? Around these 3 concepts, we have rebuilt our lives, the hope and a new life that arise from the destruction of flood events.
Capable institutions have been and will always remain the backbone of sustainable ventures in development. Institutions must be strengthened with human, technical and financial resources and must build on available knowledge with research and development. This is even more important in case of risk management related to water hazards. As a development professional, I wish to apply my learnings for enhanced understanding of the DRM issues and coping strategies at individual and institutional level.
Water-related disasters account for about 90% of all disasters. The growing social and economic impact of water disasters are huge, with hundreds of thousands of lives lost and millions of people affected. Key triggering factors include environmental degradation, inadequate water catchment management, human-caused climate change. By climate change will increase the frequency and intensity of those hazards. Our group has extensively discussed the cause, effects, and agree on some recommendations. Based on these suggestions, I strongly believe water resource management in Kashmir is one of the approach to use for reducing the loss from floods and increasing the availability of water in drought areas. So after the highlights given by this course, I will work towards implementing this framework and link social, local, and institutions to do towards reducing risks.
Pakistan has been subjected to great water-related disasters during the last decade. For example, the cyclones of 2009 and floods of 2010 affecting 20 million people have been attributed to climate change, which is of course an anthropogenic phenomena. It is learned experience that people suffered a lot because of lack of awareness and education and low capacities to confront such hazards. So after Ipromo, my area of interest is capacity building and training of the affected as well as vulnerable communities and related institutions on the issues related to disaster risk management. Based on the evidences and commitments shown, the working group on water has come up with a set of recommendations. The current disaster management policies should be reviewed based on lessons learned with the integration of poverty alleviation, social and economic development. Long-term capacity building, knowledge and information management and education and awareness at institutional and local level should be a part of a robust, integrated and interdisciplinary approach to mainstreaming water resource management into disaster risk management. To develop management and preparedness plan for better decision making and proper planning according to hazard vulnerability maps. To promote the development structural projects, for example dams, rainwater harvesting, levees, flood walls, sea walls, retaining walls and shelters to reduce the impacts of hazards. Linkages among different agencies, governments, NGO, research institutes for better coordination and collaboration. Early warning systems should be promoted and enhanced at the community and regional level. The governments should develop national flood and drought contingency plans at the national and local level. Promote research on the areas of potential water-related hazards for better planning in the future. Development of resilient communities at local level by reducing their vulnerabilities, and mitigation measures should be taken at long-term basis. Let's join hands together to protect our waters.